Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the third episode of the Toasted Sushi Podcast. I am back again this week with more stuff to talk about. Okay, so in this episode, we have a few things to talk about, two different things, and we will also have our usual anime segment. That's still there. So, to start off, the first one that I want to talk about is a game that released recently, and of which the actual proper season 1 release is tomorrow, and technically as of uploading this episode today on the 2nd of July, but I'm recording this on the 1st of July. So, yeah. The game I'm talking about is Ubisoft's XDefiant. Yeah, it is a arena shooter, first person arena shooter, which brings in not characters really, but which brings in factions from all of the Ubisoft games. Like we have Splinter Cell, we have Ghost Recon, we have Far Cry, we have Division, and we have Watch Dogs. Yeah, Watch Dogs. And this has been going on a lot. I've seen it a lot on the internet that XDefiant is the Call of Duty killer. And to be honest, I agree. It's pretty good. It's pretty damn good. When I talk about it as a Call of Duty killer, I completely just include Modern Warfare, just the multiplayer, and not Warzone. Warzone is a completely different thing. It's Battle Royale, completely different game mode. You know, you can't compare Warzone with this unless XDefiant comes out with a Battle Royale. I mean, hey, you have a great opportunity here. Go for it, Ubisoft. So, coming back, the game feels really well. I mean, of course, there are like the small issues here and there. Like sometimes the hit registration is a bit off at times. Jumping and shooting has absolutely no punishment to it. Like people can just hop 17 times while shooting. It's funny to watch, but it's also annoying when you just die to it. Snipers are pretty good, and I feel they can be nerfed a little bit. Like snipers, like if you get into the fields of it, you have become absolutely unstoppable with a sniper. Like it just becomes mad. So today I watched a video by a YouTuber who had put out the supposed leaks that were out for XDefiant, and to be honest, I couldn't hold myself from not looking at them. So I did, and it was just like what's going to come in the next seasons and all that stuff. And it's pretty good. Like we're getting 3 new, I think 3 weapons every season, 3 maps every season, and I think 2 or 3 factions as well every season. So that's a lot of content. Like if you see like 4 seasons, that's around a year, because I think every season goes on for 3 months, I hope. But yeah, so if you go like that, you have an entire year's content right there, and this is still just league content. So there is possibility for more to be there. Like, you know, the quote, you know, there's more to it than what meets the eye, something around those lines. I don't completely remember it, but yeah. So I've been watching videos on YouTube of people who are basically just like who are core Modern Warfare players, COD players, who have been playing XDefiant now. For example, one of the biggest people doing that being Face Jev. I've been watching his videos of XDefiant, and yeah, the man is loving it. And in especially the state in which Call of Duty is in right now, yeah, you are in trouble, COD. Unless you do something. Like they tried to bring people back by bringing back the Car 98, but as much as it is, you got a way, you know, bringing back one gun, an entire new game that is just better. So to be honest, to have a more deeper understanding of this, I myself am going to play COD. It is on download right now. To be honest, it's like 25% done. It's on download right now. I will try it out, and in next week's video, I will give you guys a little bit of a, you could say, comparison kind of thing, a short thing between XDefiant and COD. The current state of COD, that is. Anyway, moving forward, the second thing that I want to talk about, which is a much more important thing, which I want, like, it has been, like, this happened a while ago, but a while ago I didn't have a podcast, so didn't talk about it. But now I was reminded about it a few days ago, and I was like, oh, I need to talk about it. So it's basically about Japan limiting tourists in, I think, Kyoto, in the Gion district in Kyoto, and Mount Fuji. Yeah, they have limited the number of people who can go to these places. So mainly being because of some people being, well, annoying. So I am currently reading an article from Afar. I'm not sure who they are, but it looked like a well-rounded article. So I was like, I just need one article that is top to bottom, just to the point. So yeah, it says that there have been reports of overzealous tourists harassing the women and just going on to private property, even though signage informs visitors not to photograph the performance without their consent. So basically, it's just people being assholes. Okay, it's just people being absolute assholes. And like, taking pictures is fine. Okay, even I think to an extent they like it when people take pictures, but do it with consent. There are times when someone wants pictures, there are times when someone doesn't. They're also humans. So like, yeah, just permissions. So yeah, local district official Isokazu Ota told the Associated Press that we are going to put up signs in April that tell tourists to stay away off our private streets. The signs will say in both Japanese and English that these are private roads and that those who walk on will be fined 10,000 yen, which has been done. This was, I think, this article is actually from May 8th, so not that long ago. But yeah, this whole thing happened in April. It started in April. The Kyoto one happened in April. And those signs are up now. I saw a few pictures of them that they have put up signs, that, don't come without permission or else you'll be fined 10,000 yen. Basically, like around, you'd say, yeah, it's given here like $68, or if you come into Indian rupees, around 5,000, like 5,000, something around that. Yeah. So it's worth noting that the ban is limited to certain private streets in Gion. Travelers are still able to walk the public streets to visit popular tourist attractions such as the 1,300-year-old Yasaka Shrine and the scenic Tatsumi Bridge. So yeah, basically the whole place is not quarantined off. Like, you can still go there, except like some parts of Gion district. So next one is Mount Fuji. A lot of people climb Mount Fuji whenever they go there. So it's like 150 miles from Kyoto. Mount Fuji isn't banning tourists outright, but the famed UNESCO World Heritage Site is implementing a daily visitor cap of 4,000 people and charging climbers 2,000 yen, that is $13.50 US, and or around, again, 1,000 to 900 to 1,000 Indian rupees for the opportunity to make the trek to the top of the 12,388 snow-capped stratovolcano. The new rules will begin July 1, 2024, when the trekking season begins. So right now, wow, what are the odds of that? The day I record this, and this is the day. So hey, if you're going there, pay attention to this stuff, If you're going there, the few people who listen to me, if any of you is going to Japan and possibly climbing Mount Fuji, here you go. Be careful. Yeah, continuing. In recent years, more than 400,000 or 4 lakh have summited Mount Fuji in the 2 months in late summer when it is allowed. That's roughly 7,000 people a day, not counting the many more who hike to lower elevations on the mountain. The largest base station, called Subaru, saw 4 million visitors in the summer of 2023. That's a lot of people within like 4 months or 4 or 5 months. Oh my god. The result is human traffic jams and garbage problems. Yes. Humans and garbage. Both of which pose environmental concerns to the volcano that is sacred to many Japanese people. The visitor cap and additional fee are meant to help unburden Mount Fuji and keep it clean. Additionally, the funds will be used to hire guides to enforce safety measures like deterring ill-equipped hikers from wearing the wrong clothing or footwear, not allowing people to sleep on the side of the trail or build fires, and educating climbers about general mountain etiquette. In 2023 alone, 61 rescue calls were made by unprepared trekkers. Ooh, oh my god, that's a lot. people, be careful. I recently watched a video by Chris Broad, the guy I talked about in the last episode. He has climbed Mount Fuji twice, and to be honest, it's also one of the things that I want to do. That is climbing Mount Fuji. I want to climb Mount Fuji. I want to summit Mount Fuji at some point in my life. I don't know when that will happen. So yeah, watching his videos it shows you how beautiful and worth it that shit is. Climbing, summiting Mount Fuji is. So yeah, if you at some point in life, if you all want to summit Mount Fuji, hit me up. We can go together. Okay, so coming back, them limiting climbers on Mount Fuji isn't the only thing they are limiting. So additionally, in the nearby town of Fujikawa Guchiko, a black barrier is being installed to block the view of Mount Fuji as seen from a Lawson convenience store. Let me explain why. The spot has become an all too popular location for snapping images of the famous peak rising up in the background behind the store. Consecutively, authorities are reportedly erecting a net that will measure 8 feet high and 65 feet long. An official from Fujikawa Guchiko was quoted in the Japan Times as saying that it's regrettable that we have to do this because of some tourists who can't respect rules. There have been issues with trash being left behind and to visitors not abiding by traffic rules. So basically what's happening is there's this Lawson, a Family Mart, a convenience store. So it has somehow just lined up perfectly in front of Mount Fuji. So like when you look at it from the front, the Lawson's there and Mount Fuji rises behind it. It has become a trending photo spot for people to take pictures at. Because of which, again, people being assholes, people have been leaving trash around. Japan being a very, very clean place. People have been just, leaving trash around. Then people have not, since, again, it's from in front of the shop. So, people might tend to walk onto the road to take pictures, Probably, I think overcrowding became an issue because so many people were there and, roads were being blocked and shit. So yeah, that's this, man. Like, I get the people's thought behind it as well. Like, the people who take pictures, okay, not the whole leaving garbage part. That's just dumb. Okay, you're just being assholes. Okay, respect the place. Okay, respect the cleanliness that Japan is keeping, and don't be assholes about it. The people who just want to just genuinely take pictures. I mean, I get it. It looks nice, it looks good because Lawson being a very famous thing about Japan, convenience store, one of the major, not stereotypical, but like a rather important part of Japan is convenience stores. And when, and it lines up perfectly in front of Mount Fuji. So I don't know, it feels like artistic, I guess. So going back, I'll finish off the article. Although Japan is limiting who can visit the areas of Gion and Mount Fuji, the country is rolling out the welcome mat for foreigners in other ways. Japan's Immigration Services Agency recently announced plans to issue 6-month digital nomad visas to citizens from 49 countries, including United States, up from the previous limit of 90 days. The program is slated to launch by the end of March. So yeah, this is another thing. Okay, this is a good thing. Okay, a good thing happening for people who want to visit Japan. They're doing these 6-month digital nomad visas, which is, let me just look at digital nomad. The digital nomad visa will provide more flexibility for foreign nationals who are working remotely or wish to work remotely in Japan, provided they meet the necessary conditions. So basically, it's for people who want to work remotely in Japan. Unfortunately, India is not on this list of countries. Sadly, I feel sad. So yeah, that was that whole Japan, Kyoto, Mount Fuji part. Okay, again, before I end, I just want to say, people, don't be assholes. Respect the place you are going to, and not just Japan, to be honest. Wherever you go, respect their laws, respect their things, whatever, temples, places, respect that shit. Don't be assholes. Yeah, and enjoy, have fun. Okay, now moving on from that, we have the weekly anime segment. okay, where we will talk about the anime I watched over the week. Okay, so to start off, we have Mushoku Tensei. So regarding Mushoku Tensei, I was wrong because we have only had 7 episodes of second season part 2. Yeah, I thought we had completed this part 2 when the desert, because Labyrinth arc was coming up. So I was like, oh, we finished it. It seems we didn't. Yeah, we are only 7 episodes in. We have like five more? Yeah, we have 5 more episodes remaining. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. I just didn't look at the episodes. I just didn't look at the episode list. And I thought we were done. Seems we have 5 more. So this week we had the desert episode called Desert Journey, which was the beginning to the Labyrinth arc. So basically, the arc is about them going into the labyrinth and saving his mother, Rudy's mother. Yeah, it's a cool arc. I saw the trailer of it, and I'm like, yay! I saw its trailer. I'm excited to watch the arc. Okay, so yeah, that's basically about Mushoku Tensei. That I don't have a lot to say about it. It's a great anime. I have given it enough praise in one of the previous episodes of the podcast. So yeah, if you want to hear about that, go watch that one. So we got another episode of Demon Slayer this week. That was episode 3. And it was spoilers. I'll try to keep the spoilers as low, but it was basically the Tanjiro starting his Hashira training. Simple. I'll just tell you guys that much. I am happy with the way the animation is going. I am absolutely in love with the opening for the Hashira training arc. It's called Mugen. If you haven't listened to it, it's probably one of the best Demon Slayer openings. I'm gonna say it. It's better than all of the Demon Slayer openings. Okay, I absolutely fucking love it. Listen to it. So, yeah, Demon Slayer, UFO tables work. Great, amazing. Hats off to them for making absolutely beautiful anime. Next one, the Slime anime. The next episode, this week's episode of Slime anime again came. And this one was episode number 8. And I think there are 24 episodes, so we have a good chunk of the anime left. Episode 8, Misunderstanding, which was... I think this is the beginning of the main, like this, from here is when the actual like fight part of the anime will begin, of Rimuru fighting against some people. Okay, I won't say who because spoilers. I want to say that. Basically, yeah, this here is where the main fighting part of the anime will start. I'm interested in watching it. I'm gonna love it because Rimuru is fucking OP. And I absolutely love the guy. Yup, that's it. Moving on. Kaiju number 8. Again, the anime is going well. I'm still loving it. I have no idea why the manga's gone bad, but I'm loving the anime right now. We are 7 episodes deep, 5 more to go. Episode number 7 was Kaiju number 9. Kaiju number 9. I'm gonna say that again because if I talk too much about it, it's spoilers. So yeah. It's going well. I'm liking the anime the way it's going. Let's see if we get in the future we get a season 2. Hopefully. My Hero Academia 7th season. To tell you the truth, I don't remember what the hell happened in the episode. Do I care about this anime now? No. Why? I'll tell you later when I've done talking about all the anime because something happened this week. So we'll talk about My Hero Academia at the end. Next, Windbreaker. It's the best anime coming out this season. It's the best anime. I'm going to say it. It's the best anime that has come out this season. And big main reason being, and when I say the best anime, I mean the best new anime, because most of these are just sequels, and sequels don't really, it's not new, so I won't count them. Like I won't count Demon Slayer, I don't count Slime. Okay, I don't count all this because they are just continuations. So they're on the side. But new anime, just completely new anime. Windbreaker has to be the best one. I watched the episode this week and it's really good. And again, I will say it again this episode. Windbreaker is what Tokyo Revengers should have been. Yeah, that's it. It is what Tokyo Revengers should have been. Like with every episode, it makes me believe that yes, this is what Tokyo Revengers should have been. Okay, if you haven't watched it yet, go watch Windbreaker. It's absolutely amazing. Next one, the last one for this week's anime that I have been watching. Sentai Shikaku or Go Loser Ranger. So again, the anime is going well. Right now it's nothing very interesting is happening. Okay, I won't say it's bad. Okay, it's not nothing very, oh, this is so cool, oh my god, something like that hasn't happened yet. So I'm just waiting for that punch to come in, like, oh my god, that's so cool, that to happen. Hasn't happened yet since the first episode, because the first episode where we were introduced to all this. So yeah, you're right. Coming back to My Hero Academia. Last week, the final arc of My Hero Academia ended. Yeah. So technically, in the next few, probably within the next month or two, My Hero Academia is gonna end. Yeah, and to be honest, I'm glad. It literally, I think it released online today. It's probably gonna come out tomorrow. It's gonna come out tomorrow, and it basically hints that there might be a sequel. We don't know. And I'm not talking about My Hero Academia Vigilantes. Like a direct sequel to this, there might be. We don't know. Okay, because the epilogue chapter that we got today, I did not like it. The character development has been amazing, especially in Bakugo's character. The way his character has just grown over the course of the series, I've loved it. Okay, the series came to an end with a bittersweet kind of thing. Like, I won't talk about it a lot because it's probably one of the most predictable endings, but I get it. Okay, sure. And like, that's the thing, the manga still hasn't ended. They have a few more chapters ahead. So, that predictable ending can just be flipped on its head. You never know. Anything can happen. Okay. Horikoshi did say that there are a few more chapters that are to come out. So I am waiting to finish this off, because once I finish that off, I'm not watching the anime. No, I won't be watching this. I will probably just watch season 8 or 9, because since this has 21 episodes and like we are around 4 episodes in, so I will probably like wait a little bit and just watch the anime once it has went into like double digits, probably, like episode 12, 13. Once the actual first war has begun, I guess this is where the final war begins, right? Yeah, I think this is after this. In this season, the final war will begin, and I think season 8 will be. I think season 8 or 9 will be the last season. I think 9 should be the last season. I'm not sure. It could be that they just end off the season at 8, because after this point, it's just one single war for a long, long time. So it's possible they end it off at 8. Yeah, it's decent. I watched the manga and I'd still say it's okay. It's nothing amazing, but it's not bad. It's just not bad. Okay, no hate to Horikoshi or anything. The manga itself is good. It's just not my taste, you could say. Yeah, that's the best way to say it. It's just not my cup of tea. Yeah. My Hero is just not my cup of tea as much. I do enjoy some parts of the series where, especially like in the war arc, we'll have a fight between Dabi and Todoroki. So that will be interesting. I'm interested to see that, because that's the Endeavor and his family is one of the parts of the manga that I enjoy a lot. That whole side story, you could say, of Endeavor and Todoroki and his brothers, his mom, his sister, all that whole part. I love that part. So I'm interested in watching that more than the actual story. I'm more invested in that. So yeah, that's basically all about My Hero. So I guess if you are interested, if you do like My Hero, this would probably be the best time to start it, because by the time you catch up to the manga will actually end. So it's like the perfect time to watch it. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about last week, technically this week or last week, I don't know. The episode of One Piece, the latest episode of One Piece. The episode itself wasn't much. There was stuff that is interesting in the ending. Like, at the end parts of the episode, there are some interesting stuff, which will lead into the further few episodes are, I'll just say, action-packed. The further few episodes are going to be action-packed, hopefully. But yeah, One Piece has always been amazing. One Piece has not let me down, and One Piece hasn't let anyone down, and I don't think it will. So yeah, watch One Piece, watch Windbreaker, and have a great week ahead. I'll see you guys next week. Next week's episode is going to be a bit of a special one. Okay, I have a certain thing planned out which I won't reveal right now because, surprise factor. It's cool. So yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.